Alright, we are back at the garage. It is a new day and we are ready to get this engine out. Today I haven't really done too much other than that one EGR line that was going to be in the way of the steering shaft when the engine comes out. I got that cut out. And other than that, I did another look around and under the car to see if there's anything that I missed. But couldn't find anything, so this is where I'm at right now. I got the cherry picker in here. It's all ready to go. The only thing holding me back right now is I don't have a chain. So my buddy Kyle's on his way and he's gonna bring me a chain and he's gonna help me get this thing out. One thing that I'm realizing is it's a pretty bad mistake to have a white car when you're working on it, because all of this seems to happen and it is the hardest thing to get off if you don't immediately work on trying to get it off. Alright, and I have another thing to talk about. There's a new series coming out in my area. It's called Street League, and it's pretty much drifting for all the guys that have just normal street cars that aren't super high horsepower, and they want to get the feel for competition, and they don't want to go straight to MDU, because MDU is the lowest form of competition that we have around here, and when you're running that, you're running with some high horsepower guys. So for the people that have stock engines or low horsepower engines, they can't really keep up too well with that. So they decided to come out with Street League, which is pretty much just the people that have street cars, their everyday car, some of them their dailies, and it's pretty much just for the low horsepower guys, you know, get that feeling for everything. When they first thought of this idea, they said that they want everyone to use a stock engine or engine that came stock in Japan or whatever. So like if you had a 240, you have to stick with a K or an SR or something like that. But they wanted to be super strict with that, say you had to have full interior, your radio had to work, and all this different crazy stuff because they wanted it to be a real street car. But now they came out with the new rule book, and you know, they let a lot more things go to where you can have, you know, mixed breed engines. They have a power cap of it, and with power adders, as in like turbochargers, superchargers, nitrous, stuff like that. They have that with the specific liter of your engine, so anything over 4 liter, you can't have any power adders, but if it's like a 4-cylinder 2 liter, you can have like 2 or 3 power adders, something crazy like that. But when I first heard of this, I wasn't planning on running it because they said they didn't want mixed breed engines, so like the Lexus engine inside the 240. But the new rules came out to where they said that you're allowed to mix breeds like that, so I'm kind of planning on trying to do that, see if I can get my car ready for it. I feel like with the 1UZ I'll do just fine because there's going to be a lot of KA guys and SR guys, so I feel like I'll be a little bit competitive with it. The only thing that I'm going to need to get done other than the 1UZ swap is the roll cage. So other than that, I think that I'll be prepared for this Street League. So hopefully they do things where they keep it cheap, because stuff like MDU is pretty expensive to run, and all the road course events in St. Louis are also pretty expensive. So hopefully they try to keep this a little cheaper, but we're gonna have to see on that. Alright, so I'm still waiting on the chain, and I'll get back to you when I get it. Alright, so I'm a dumbass, and we started getting the engine out and everything was unbolted. We started pulling everything out, and I forgot that I needed to take the shifter out, and so the drive shaft's halfway pulled out and we can't get it to everything to go back into place, so I can unbolt the shifter from the transmission to be able to drop the transmission down lower to pull the engine out. So we're kind of in a pickle, so let's figure this out. Alright, so the engine's out. What it took to get that out, since we had the drive shaft out just a little too much, couldn't get it back in, and we didn't have enough space to get the short throw out. So we ended up separating the drive shaft, pulling it out, and then it still was hitting the firewall, so then we finally was able to get the short throw out. Engine came out. But we weren't thinking too much because that's all transmission fluid. So we're going to get this cleaned up and see how it goes. So that was my buddy Kyle's dart. He has an open dump coming just straight off the turbo aiming up. But okay, other than that, so this is where we're at right now. Engine is out of the car. Next thing to do is start cleaning up the engine bay. If you could see, I had quite a bad oil leak just about everywhere. So it's going to take a while to clean up. So I pretty much just have to wait for a buddy of mine to come by and pick up the engine and give me the adapter plate to put the SR bell housing onto the 1UZ. But other than that, that pretty much just summed up today. All we did was just hurry up, get the engine out real quick. I'll make sure to keep you guys updated, and thanks for watching.